Bum bum. This is not where I want to be, but I'll take this bronze chest. The bomby fluid. Wait. Oh, I didn't take a wrong turn. I can't go there because the... Right. I was going the right way until now. Thank you. Yeah, we should be able to finish Berseria this month. Probably not anytime soon. I'm not trying to say we're close or anything, but I think by the end of January, we could probably have it done. I'll be alternating with this and Art the Lad 2, which one I do once a week also. Because I really have to... It's kind of a... Not really a race against time, but... Horizon Zero Dawn, it's going to be kind of a... You know, I gotta get it done before February 18th. And while I can do that in a month, I can't afford to have that game be like once a week, because that'll slow me down. So that game's going to take priority over these two. For reasons that are obvious. We'll have some weeks where it's like, hey, Berseria twice a week, and some weeks where it's like Art the Lad 2 twice a week, and the other one gets once a week. Which I think even then, you know, still should work. I'm not in a rush to finish this game. You know. I just think we might have it done by the end of January. Or mid-January, for that matter. Who knows? Depends on how streams go. Oh, could again, I was going the right way before, yeah. Man, this is such a far walk. I cannot wait to get the Geo board. It's gonna be so much better. Leave me alone. I don't know, I'm kind of curious, chat. I'm not really sure how this game is going to clock out, because Tales of Arise had like 235 parts, which is equivalent to like almost 80 hours. It probably is 80 hours, but give or take. I'll round it to 80 hours. That happened, but then, and then Vesperia was like 286, so that's like almost 100 hours. 93 to 95-ish hours. Kind of curious where this game's going to fall. It's got to fall like... It's going to definitely get past 60. I would think. Probably 70 is my guess. Maybe 65. My Grace's playthrough was like 70 hours, I think, wasn't it? Probably not 70. It was probably like above. It was definitely above 60. Definitely above 60, but probably not quite 70. Probably close to 70, or maybe just at 70. I know Zillia was like... Zillia's like one of the shorter ones, so Zillia wasn't that long. And Symphonia was like, I think... Symphonia was like 55-ish, 60. I don't think Symphonia even reached 60 hours. It was pretty close, though. I always used to think Symphonia was one of the longer games, which it's not short, but Symphonia definitely isn't as long as I thought it was before. Anyway, here we are, Longdow's Dust. I'll take this gold chest. Chloric Talisman, pretty worthless. How do I... Oh, it's right here.
This must be Longdow's Dust. The ingredient Vidal's Omega Elixir recipe calls for.
I can't believe you actually found it.
We have to go tell Vidal. Maybe he's been able to translate the rest of the list.
Yeah.
Back to Renede. Ba 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 bum.
Wow! Is that Longdow's Dust? That's one of the Omega Elixir ingredients! You found it! You really found it!
Yeah, it's proof your research is right.
Thanks! I've just managed to translate the description of the second ingredient. Here, take this and... Whoa.
What's wrong? Your face is red.
Hey, you're burning up.
It's fine. I'm pretty much always running a fever.
That makes it even worse. We need to get you home so you can rest up.
But I'm still translating the recipe.
You heard me.
All right. She's scary. Is she your sister or something, Laffy said?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem to have a pretty complicated life.
Do you think he's always that sick?
Wouldn't surprise me. I was weak when I was a kid, too.
He's probably been like this since he was born. That must be why his parents named him Videl. It means to live.
Huh. I never thought about that.
Luffy said is like that too. It means one who lives.
One who lives.
And he wants to be an explorer when he grows up. I feel sorry for him.
But if he drinks the Omega Elixir, I think he can get better. When he sets off on his adventures, will you let him aboard the Von Eltia, Eisen?
I suppose I could cut him a deal.
You'd charge him?
I'm a pirate, kid. Comes with the territory. But I promise you, I won't charge him too much.
I suppose that'll have to do.
One who lives. I did not know that Laphicette's name had meaning behind it.
Didn't mean much in the end. I poured my soul into getting him through, but he's still dead all the same. Hope. What a waste.
You really think it was pointless?
What else am I supposed to think? It won't bring him back.
That's rough. Really, really rough. Dawn, you are Torius. Alright. Let's go to the Logris, I think. Unicorn's horn. Where's the unicorn's horn? In the Fagal ice caps. Can we go pick that up really quick? Am I even able to go back there? Oh, I can't even go back there. Okay, we're not going to then. Let's just go back to Titania and we will move on to story for a bit. I want to get the Geo board before we start doing these side quests because it's a lot faster to travel around. I wanted to take care of the demon before he got too strong, and the Long Down's Dust has been there for so long, so that's why I did those two. Oh, and we do have to do this, but I'm going to hold off on this. Port Zexon, let's go.
The boss has given me a message for you. Says there's some sort of nasty demon running around in the Eldina Plains, to the east of Logris. She thought it might be the one you're looking for.
Wasn't the Eastern Highway closed off from Logris?
That was only temporary. It's back open now. If you follow the road, you'll reach Stonebury Village. There you'll find one of ours who actually saw the demon. You want to know more? That'd be a good place to start.
Got it.
Hey, that's the same direction I sensed the...
Give Tabitha our thanks.
It's looking more and more like we're on the right track. We ought to go check out that Bloodwing story.
Then let's start by going to Stonebury.
Hey, Eisen, did I say something wrong back there?
No. I just didn't think we needed to give the Bloodwings any information for free.
Huh?
He means the Earth Pulse points, kid. We're the only ones who know about them.
But aren't we on the same side as the Bloodwings?
We're not enemies with them. But I wouldn't go so far as to call them our friends either.
That's just how it goes in the underworld. Things can change at the drop of a hat. A poison hat.
But how are they supposed to trust us if we don't show them trust in kind?
That messenger knew our faces, even though we'd never met. He was here waiting for us, even though we hadn't told anyone where we were going.
You're right.
We hardly know the first thing about them, and yet they seem to know every move we make.
They could easily sell us out if it struck their fancy.
They'll work with us as long as we're a useful ally in their resistance against the Abbey. But the more tricks we can keep up our sleeve, the better.
We've got each other's back, but only as long as we hold a knife up our sleeve. That's what counts as trust in the underworld.
That sounds terrible. But at least you can trust that Tabitha's cooking will be tasty.
Can't argue that.
More Mabo curry for Lava Set. Easter mid-game.
This is everyone's first time to Stonebury, right?
Why was it blocked off? Demons?
No, there was a great tornado on the Aldina Plains that swallowed up a whole merchant caravan. Hundreds gone in an instant.
The cooling of the climate is causing bouts of odd weather. Thunderstorms, heavy downpours, and the like.
Correct. The Abbey is keeping a tight guard on traffic through the affected areas.
If it's open now, that must mean the tornado is gone.
I wonder what sort of place it is.
It's quite lovely. In the vast forest to the east, you can find gemstones, and it's teeming with rare plants and insects. The locals trade only as much meat and hides as they need, and they live peaceful, quiet lives.
You sure know a lot about this place.
It's where the Norman he first fell in love with grew up.
Yeah! Please don't embarrass me. Though we are apart from each other now, our hearts are still as one.
Immediately after you and I made our pact and set off, she fell in love with some macho Norman and moved away.
What? Why haven't I heard about this? How long have you known?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I found out during my long search for you. Or maybe it was right after we left. I remember leaving something in the village and going back to... Oh well, not like it matters.
It does matter!
There's no sense in crying over a fickle girl. Come, Stonebury awaits.
Oh, Bienfu in love. I don't believe that for a second. Oh, thanks for the 3,500. Got some people to talk to? No, I thought there were. Let's go this way. Maybe there is. Oh, there is some new people to talk to. You're doing quite a job out there. Keep it up, though I'll have to invent new wanted ranks for you. Won't docking fees go up, though? I bet I'll throw in a year's supply of deck walks as part of the deal, since you're such a valuable client. Huh, but have you noticed that something strange happens every time she docks here? Could just be my imagination, I suppose. I never noticed that Tales of games have dialogue that changes as you go on with the game. It's kind of neat. It's not like anything extensive like Lunar, Grandia, or Trails, but Tales of is like no stranger to that kind of thing. They got some dialogue that changes, which is nice. Let's play Exorcist. I'm Lord Artorias. I call Lord Shigure, then I'm Lord Oscar. I'll be Lord Melchior, I guess. Hold it, we can't all be Exorcists. We need someone to fight against. That sounds vaguely familiar. I mean, it said it was new, so... Oh, I can go to Logris. I don't need to actually walk through the road. That helps. There's some stuff in Logris I want to take care of before we head on to Aldina Plains. Specifically... Oh, there's someone in the sanctuary. And the inn. Hang on, Port Zexon might have more stuff. I don't want to miss any dialogue. Oh, there is! Okay. There's someone right next to the inn. Flowers sell really well these days, especially Princessias, because, well, they're placed on graves, I know. Lots of people are losing loved ones. Right, I only hope that some nice flowers can help soothe the spirits of the lost as well as the bereaved.
The Eastern Plain is finally open for travel. I hear that the people of Stonebury are alive and well. My husband and I can breathe a sigh of relief.
I wasn't worried about him at all.
He talks tough, but he was really worried. Oh, sorry you don't know who we're talking about. It's his apprentice.
What kind of apprentice?
My husband's an architect. Even the royal family and the Abbey commission his work. He's been at the docks here on a job. He just finished and we're about to return to Logris.
These people don't care about all that.
Why did your apprentice go to Stonebury?
He's young and talented, but a bit eccentric. He said he wanted to help create a new town, so he set off to the frontier.
A craftsman has to focus on his work. Creating a new town. Ha! He should know his place.
But my husband didn't disown him. That boy's fearlessness reminds me of my husband when he was young.
So you understand how he feels then?
I didn't say that. If he thinks he has the talent, he's free to do as he likes. But if he doesn't follow through with it to the end, I'll be done with him.
Did you hear that? He thinks the boy can do it. If you ever find yourself in Stonebury, go visit that boy's workshop.
Right, I'll do that.
Sorry about my husband. He can be a real grump.
Don't worry about it. I'm pretty used to people like that.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
If you're going to try something, just go out there and do it. If you don't try, you'll never taste failure, but you'll never taste success either. Why don't you try saying that to your apprentice? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, is what I like to say.
I'm so happy things have been peaceful around the capital. I can come to the harbor to shop without fear. I heard that those demons that made a mess of the palace have been wrecking towns all over, though. But Shepherd Artorius and the fine folks at the Abbey are on the job. I bet those demons are quaking in their britches.
Let's hope that's the case.
Of course it is. Lord Artorius is incredible. The demons have been mostly cleared from the area around the capital.
Your love for the Abbey and the Shepherd are great and all, but I'd keep it down. If you keep poking around the bushes, you might catch yourself a snake.
A snake?
There's a rage-crazed girl out there who hates the Abbey. She's a real viper, that one.
She sounds awful.
That's what I hear.
Who are you calling a viper?
Serpents and liars who rebel against the Abbey will be washed away by the Shepherd's presence. I doubt that. The invention of the compass and Southgand's unification paved the way for a century of advancement in sailing, but all that progress has gone to waste since the opening. Nowadays, even keeping Abbey-managed routes open stretches our resources to the limit. It's a shame, really. If it weren't for Demon Blight, we'd be living in the age of the sail. Regular voyages to the far continent, can you imagine? Alright, that should be everything in Zexen. So now, I want to go to Logris. And there's some skits here to activate. And there's some dialogue at the Sanctuary. All we have to do is go rest. Did I ever fight this guy in character cards? I don't remember. Yeah, I beat him. Alright, we're gonna hold off on the intermediates for now. There will be a time and a place where we do the minigames, I promise. I don't know, I'm not gonna promise we complete every single stage of the minigames on screen, but I will definitely give it an attempt. And I'm gonna hold off on it for now. Yeah, there should be a thing right here. Actually, talk to you first. We're going to be having Logris stew tonight. It's a standard here in the capital. Not only is it tasty, but it'll put a hair on your chest too. Huh? You don't want hair on your chest? Well, neither do I. I still like it, so give it a try. Let's do it. Let's hit the end.